Good afternoon or evening, depending on where you are joining from. My name is Dr. Jenny Turton, and I am the Manager of Capacity and Development with AMRIC, Animal Management in Rural and Remote Indigenous Communities, which is based in Darwin in the top end of Australia. My presentation focuses on AMRIC's culturally and contextually appropriate training to enable sustainable animal population management in remote Australian Indigenous communities. AMRIC acknowledges all First Nations people of the beautiful lands on which we live and celebrates their enduring knowledge and connection to country. We honour the wisdom of and pay respect to elders past and present. I am privileged to live and work on Larrakia country. AMRIC is a national not-for-profit organisation that works with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander communities to coordinate and facilitate companion animal health and management programs, focusing on One Health. Our team delivers culturally and contextually appropriate veterinary services, training and education programs to rural and remote Indigenous communities across Australia. Our goal is to empower communities and local stakeholders to address their animal health and management needs, driving improvements in the health of companion animals, people, and the broader community. This slide demonstrates that in the 2023-2024 financial year, AMRIC delivered 141 on-ground programs to 96 communities across Australia to support the health and safety of companion animals and the broader communities in which they live. Companion animals have great significance to Indigenous people. This is particularly true of dogs, with cats becoming important in some communities. Dogs are companions and family. They promote physical and mental health and well-being. They are important for teaching children about responsibility, and they are used for hunting, pest control, and protection. Additionally, they have great cultural significance in many communities. There may be dreaming knowledge of dogs, and they may be associated with creation stories. In some communities, they are incorporated into kinship systems. Despite this tremendous significance of companion animals, managing animal populations presents a number of unique challenges in remote Australian Indigenous communities. These challenges include geographical remoteness, seasonal inaccessibility in the wet season due to flooding and road closures, the broader social determinants of health, and inadequate funding for animal management programs. All of these factors result in limited access to animal health services and products. Additional complexities arise from factors such as the lack of companion animal legislation in the Northern Territory, one of the major states and territories within Australia. There's often inadequate council bylaws for animal management, and even when there are bylaws, there's inadequate bylaw enforcement. There's also an absence of fencing, enabling animals to roam, as well as cultural perspectives on free roaming pets. To provide some perspective on challenges around accessing animal health and veterinary services in rural and remote areas, I'll share some data from a study currently being undertaken by AMRIC and its research partners. This circle demonstrates the Northern Territory, and across the Northern Territory's 1.5 million square kilometres, we identified only 19 permanent veterinary clinics providing services to companion animals such as cats and dogs. These are indicated by the red dots on the map. And our results show that the average geographical as the crow flies distance from Indigenous communities, which are the black dots, to the nearest veterinary clinic is 210 kilometres and up to 584 kilometres for individual communities in some of the more remote areas. This map shows similar data for Western Australia. Across Western Australia's 2.6 million square kilometres, the average as the crow flies distance from Indigenous communities, again represented by the black dots, to the nearest veterinary clinic is up to 979 kilometres for individual communities in some of the more remote areas. These challenges lead to many adverse consequences for animals, their owners, and the broader community. One of the major consequences of these challenges is animal overpopulation, which is the underlying driver of many of the issues associated with unmanaged companion animal populations. Where there are entire dogs and cats that are allowed to free roam, large numbers of puppies and kittens will be born, leading to unwanted animals. This results in negative welfare outcomes for the animals, particularly as the community's capacity to adequately care for each individual animal is reduced as the numbers grow. Large populations of roaming dogs can result in dog fighting, as well as safety issues for people, with dog bites and dog attacks becoming more likely. This can make community members feel unsafe walking through their own community. Animal welfare is a challenge in any community without access to veterinary services. Untreated disease and injuries lead to animal suffering. Overpopulation and lack of access to effective prophylactic treatments can lead to heavy internal and external parasite burdens and the suffering that accompanies this. There is also a greater risk of exposure of people to zoonotic diseases when there is animal overpopulation. And with large populations of dogs comes a great deal of nuisance and noise from barking, fighting, and mating. Dogs also knock over bins looking for food, which can cause significant hygiene issues. Furthermore, roaming animals deposit feces around the community, increasing health risks. Education and training are key to empowering individuals and strengthening local capacity for sustainable animal management. AMREC focuses on culturally relevant and context-specific training and education to give communities the tools and knowledge required for sustainable animal management programs. The three key areas that training and education can be utilised to achieve these objectives are training of staff, community education, and school education. And community and school education are integral to enabling the behaviour change required for sustainable animal management programs. Animal management staff require the knowledge and practical skills to carry out their roles and meet their responsibilities. Additionally, many have not conducted much community or school educational programs previously. Train the Trainer enables them to learn how to confidently deliver educational sessions to community members and school children. In response to the specific needs of remote Indigenous communities, where mainstream animal care and regulation courses are unsuitable, AMREC has developed 2 accredited skill sets designed to equip animal management staff with the necessary skills and knowledge to implement effective programs tailored to the realities of these communities. AMREC was on the working group to provide feedback and relevance for the approval of these skill sets by ASQA, and has since developed a set of contextually appropriate resources that will ensure the delivery takes into account the community resources, existing animal management services, and local knowledge for delivery. Accreditation means that participants receive a certificate on successful completion of the skill set. The first skill set is aimed at animal management workers, whose activities are involved in the field providing local liaison between companion animals and owners and those with the responsibility for animal management, such as local government. The second skill set is designed to support more senior management staff, such as operational managers, with responsibility for strategic animal management programs. Promote animal health in remote communities skill set is designed for frontline staff such as animal management workers, environmental health workers or rangers, who are employed by local government authorities or Aboriginal controlled community organisations. Some of the context relevant topics covered in this skill set include the importance of animal health and management programs, how to work safely with animals, how to recognise healthy and unhealthy animals, the importance of informed consent for data collection, treatment and surgery, how to work with the vet team as a community liaison, first aid, how to administer treatments such as antiparasitics, how to do community education around animal management topics, how to run an animal census and keep records to monitor progress. And this skill set is run face-to-face within communities, including hands-on practical activities within the communities. Animal management coordination and remote community skill set is tailored for managers overseeing animal health programs within local government authorities or Aboriginal controlled community organisations. Many of these managers lack formal training in animal-related fields. Context-relevant sections cover the community context of animal health and management programs, the social determinants of health, requirements for effective and sustainable animal health and management programs, including why programs haven't always worked in the past, community consultation, how to support the veterinary team, including how to arrange contracts with veterinary service providers, how to support the mental health and wellbeing of their staff, and how to track progress to assist with monitoring and evaluation. The practical component of this skill set involves developing, implementing and monitoring an animal health and management program, ideally within their own community. And this skill set is run online. The skill sets include manuals, assessment tasks, form templates and resources such as these shown below, which assist in estimating the size of dogs to enable appropriate antiparasitic dosing. Both skill sets emphasise community engagement, ensuring that animal management initiatives are developed in collaboration with local communities for sustainable long-term impact. Participants learn to effectively engage with community members, involve key stakeholders, and deliver school and community education programs on animal health and management. These efforts are essential in fostering human behaviour change related to animal ownership, promoting responsible pet ownership, and encouraging participation in animal population management. By building local capacity through culturally relevant education and training, AMRIC is equipping remote Indigenous communities with the skills and knowledge needed for sustainable animal management. These initiatives not only improve animal health and welfare, but also strengthen community well-being, fostering long-term positive change for both people and their companion animals. Thank you for your attention. I welcome any questions or comments, and please get in touch if you would like to discuss training and education for behaviour change.